everyone, welcome to my channel. If you love digital art or want to get better at digital painting and want to improve your skills, you are in the right place. Today I will be answering some of the questions you sent me about digital painting, include my favorite brushes and my color palettes and more. So let's get started.
Before we get into the questions, I want to tell you a little bit about myself and how I got started. I started my digital art journey back in 2018 with just a regular phone. I used Ibispaintx to create my drawings, and I even took commissions using only my phone. I worked like that for about 4 years before I decided to buy an iPad. Since then, I've been creating all my artwork on my iPad using Procreate. I'm still very comfortable with both Procreate and Ibispaintx. For those wondering what device I use, I currently draw on an iPad mini 2021 with the Apple Pencil 2nd generation. I'll be using both Procreate and Ibispaintx, so no matter which app you use, you'll be able to follow along. Procreate is available only on iPad, and it currently costs $12.99 as a one-time purchase. Ibispaintx, on the other hand, is free to download and works on both Android and iPhone, so anyone can start drawing without needing an iPad. Now that you know a little about me, let's get into your questions. The most common question I get almost every day in my DMs is, what brushes do you use? Honestly, I download almost all of my brushes from the free brushes for Procreate website. The website also has step-by-step tutorials showing you exactly how to download and import the brushes into Procreate. It's a great resource because you can find pretty much any brush you need. Just search for what you're looking for, whether it's a grass brush, a sketch brush, or anything else, and download the ones you like. So it's really beginner-friendly. If you're using Ibispaint, it's just as easy. I usually search Ibis paintbrushes on Pinterest, and you'll find tons of different brush QR codes. Just pick the ones you like and save the QR code image. Then open Ibispaint, go to the brush menu, tap the 3 dots in the top right corner, and select Import Brush QR Code. Choose the QR code image you saved, and the brush will be added to your custom brushes automatically. You can also use the online brush section in Ibispaint.
A great way to create your own palette is by searching digital art on Pinterest. You can use other artists' work for inspiration and study their color choices. Then create a palette of your own. I import one of my own artworks into the app, and I will show you exactly how I build a color palette by picking darker and lighter shades from the artwork.
Now let's talk about shading, because this is one of the biggest challenges for beginners. The easiest way to understand shading is to think about makeup. When you apply concealer, you're adding light to certain areas of your face, and when you apply contour, you're creating shadows and depth. Shading a portrait works exactly the same way. Add lighter colors where the light naturally hits the face, and darker colors where shadows naturally appear. Once you've placed your shadows and highlights, blend them together with a soft brush to create smooth transitions and a more realistic look. I also have a full shading tutorial on my channel if you'd like to learn the entire process in more detail. And finally, the last question is about my canvas size. For most of my portraits, I use a 2600-3600 pixel canvas. I think it's the perfect balance between quality and performance. It gives you a sharp, high-quality result without making your iPad or phone struggle too much. If you're just getting started, I definitely recommend using this size. It's perfect for social media, and it also works great if you ever want to print your artwork.
I hope I was able to answer your questions and help you out. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave them in the comments and I will do my best to answer them. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.